Hey, you guys, this is Rashawn Ellis for News, Views, and Conversations. Just wanted to pop in today. I wanted to speak on the Romeca Meeks situation. She was from Chicago. That is the young mother that lost her life with her ex-boyfriend, Carlos Losos Wade. And he was seeing another lady by the name of Holly Johnson. I think they said her name was Cordera or something like that. It's a lot of information coming out about it. And it's just really sad and unfortunate. These kind of situations can happen when people are triangulating people, um, and they don't want to let one person go. It's too much like they're trying to keep you looped in with all the other mess they got going on. And that's what it sounds like. And I'm not trying to plug my book to, get buys and get views, but that's one of the reasons why I did the Narcissistic Game book, because I learned so much about life, business, and you can see a lot of different narcissism tactics that are, tried on people, even in business, outside of just relationships and friendships. You can really see it, in other ways as well. It just may not be done sexually. So that was one of my main reasons for doing that book, because I understand so much more. And clearly, a lot of people are starting to speak about it online, on social media, saying this was a whole narcissistic situation. Clearly, he had both of these women triangulated, playing them off of each other, telling one thing, telling the other another thing, and it's just a whole disaster at this point. I'm so proud of her family and her friends, how they are standing, 10 toes down to support her, even though she has transitioned and crossed over, as far as, like saying what's really true, putting out true information versus, speculation. And I'm one of those people. I like to sit back for a while and, find out the rest of, what's really going on versus people just talking, running their mouth, saying things that may not be true. So it's just really sad and unfortunate. But that was definitely my push to do, the reason why I did the book, because when God opens your eyes and you begin to see like the manipulation of the devil and how he uses people to try to trick you into, seeing things their way, because they want to have you controlled. And it clearly looks like that situation, just from my perspective, from what I see. It looks like she was moving in a better light, moving in a different direction, but he kept coming for her. He kept harassing her, from what I'm understanding. And she was trying to turn over, and get away from him. He kept coming after her. And it's sad, but it's almost like he chased her till the end. He wouldn't leave her alone, to where now you got this other woman in here competing and vying for his attention to try to please him, listening to every word that he says, because she's trying to show him, I'm loyal, I'm going to be better than her, and I'm the one, I'm the chosen one. And to the point where she actually grabbed a pow pow to just shut the whole situation down. It's just so sad, because you can think about this on so many different levels. Like, you made a decision like that, and as the days go on, you got to process this. You just took a young son away from his mother, and you cannot feel good about that. I saw the whole video with, the people that were out there that saw what was going on, that he placed her in a chokehold. The girl goes to his car and gets his pow pow. From what I understand, it was not hers, it was his. And she pow pows her in her face, her chin, and I believe her thigh, her leg area. Um, I'm sure you guys all know the rest. So it's just beyond me. But I'm hearing a lot of people say as well, ladies, wake up. Ladies, gentlemen, whoever has any situations going on, wake up. Because what you don't want is to be in a situation where the person that you thought the most of could put you in a situation that could end your life. Women, wake up. Quit feeling good that, you were able to think that you took her man. You didn't take anything, you took her trash. Because trust and believe, the same way that he did her, he's going to do you that way. The one that pow powed her, they're not going to be together. And especially if, from what I'm hearing, she's been released. Okay, she's released today, but it doesn't mean that the investigation is over. They're not going to be together. When she ended that girl's life, she ended her life with him and possibly her own son. So the same way she took him away from her son, from Romeca Meeks, the same way she took her away from her son, she could very well be taken away from her son. And she actually brought the son, with her while all this was going on and standing there saying, "Oh, I'm licensed to carry." No, you should be licensed to think. Just because you're licensed to carry, if he has her in a chokehold, she's not a threat. You could have ran off somewhere, drove your car somewhere, and left the scene. You didn't have to get involved in whatever they were going back and forth about. You could have left. You could have saved your own life by not staying there bickering, going back and forth. I mean, I don't know why people a lot of times they rather sit there and stand toe to toe and argue with somebody to feel like they won and got the last word. It's okay to not get the last word. It's okay to walk away. You actually win when you walk away with your silence and you win. You have your sanity, you have your peace, and you live to fight another day the right way, the godly way. Let God take care of that. You ain't got to do nothing to try to fix that. And I think this situation really hit home because a lot of us are, married or not married or have had situations to where there is another family before us. I can even say for myself, there was another family before me, but we're not doing that. I respect her, she respects me, and that's that. Now, in the beginning, it was a little something, something, but we never let it go there. I know I did because I'm not going to have that. Um, but you don't let another woman take you out of character for a man. You can go meet another one. She can go meet whoever she wants to meet. But from what we understand, if they are narcissistic, there's something about not letting that person leave them to where they want to still keep that contact, still keep that communication to where no one gets away unless they really are ready to let you be gone. It's the craziest thing. I like I said, I'm so happy and proud that her family is, correcting folks, checking folks, and letting them know what they're not gonna do out here creating fake GoFundMe accounts. Um, you know, from what I'm understanding too, he's releasing videos trying to make her look bad. It's just all kind of foolishness. But I hope and pray that they get justice because she did not deserve to be, taken out in such a manner. And you gotta have level-headed people when you are dealing in relationships. Everybody's not emotionally capable of being able to um, be in relationships and know how to handle certain situations. So it's just really, unfortunate and sad. I pray that we all can continue to learn from situations like hers. Any information that I put in the Narcissistic Game book to help us unlearn and relearn how we need to navigate relationships so that we don't end up in situations like this. Because she was so beautiful. She has so much life to live. And I mean, when I see this woman, she gives me nothing but boss vibes. She was that chick. And if there was any jealousy from the other girl, Holly, whatever her name is, um, her demeanor said boss all over it. So if she was jealous of that, step your game up. Don't hate on someone to where you want to take them out and unalive them because you're trying to win this man's affection. If she goes to jail or however this ends for her, he's gonna be with somebody else. She still didn't get the guy, which is crazy. All the foolishness written on social media about wanting to do something to someone, from what I heard was what was on her page. We got to stop using social media as our sounding board to hopefully pray that someone reads um, what we're saying about them to try to piss them off. Me, I unfollow people. So if they said some stuff, I don't see it. I protect my energy on social media, so I don't see anything. That's what I do. If I have felt like I've ever had any issues with anybody, I don't see anything. We got to quit letting social media control us and being nosy, go out there and see what they said and what they post to piss them off enough to where something actually happens. If we're paying attention now to the climate of social media, the internet period, people are coming out from behind the computer and the keyboard and they're showing up in real life getting rid of people, deleting them. So if this isn't enough for people to like really wake up, I don't know what else I need to see. So I just wanted to pop in and share my thoughts on it. I pray that this is something that the family can get through. The beautiful letter that she left for her son, wishing him a good day on his first day of school. I believe he's starting the first grade, I believe, kindergarten or the first grade. You could really see where this woman was going, and she didn't deserve this kind of man. So prayers for her son, most definitely, because he really is going to need his mother. But we understand what we understand. I'm praying that the family continues to surround him and give him all the love that he deserves and continue to act on her behalf because she wanted nothing but the best for her son and for herself. And she did not deserve this. So, only thing I can say at this point is it's time to grow up. It's time to quit playing ourselves short to be triangulated and be in relationships that do not serve us because they want to feel like they are a player and they got it like that. And they're enjoying being able to skip from you to the next person and how many ever others they got in their rotation. You don't have to be a part of that. God has more for you. Nobody deserves to be second and third and fourth and fifth fiddle. You deserve to be number one. That's what's in God's word. That's what it should be. We got to do better. I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want justice. She didn't deserve it under no circumstances.
Gripped with grief, Tina McMiller's loved ones embraced her tightly as they gathered across the street from the intersection of Cermak Road near State Street, where her 31-year-old daughter, Romeca Meeks Blackmon, was fatally shot Monday morning after dropping her son off at school.
Chicago, Illinois, there have been some updates in regards to the tragedy that unfolded, taking the life of Romeca Meeks Blackmon. More information has came out about her and Carlos' turbulent relationship. Also, the alleged suspect who pulled the trigger, Cordesia Holly Johnson, was released by the Chicago Police Department without charges after claiming self-defense.
According to CPD, the person taken into custody for allegedly fatally shooting 31-year-old Romeca Meeks Blackmon is released without charges.
On Monday, Meeks Blackmon had just dropped off her son at school near Cermak Road and State Street when police say the victim was involved in a physical altercation with another person. The offender then took out a gun and fired it, hitting Meeks Blackmon in the face. She was rushed to Stroger Hospital, where she died.
Many believe the Chicago Police Department dropped the ball and took Holly and Carlos' side, despite the witnesses telling them what they seen and video evidence. Romeca's family is now fighting for justice because of the Chicago Police Department clearing her of all charges and quickly closed the case. According to investigators, they are stating that Romeca was the aggressor and the shooting was self-defense. So as it stands right now, it appears that Holly didn't drive from Wisconsin. She was already at Carlos's house, and the two together were dropping off Romeca's son at school. Holly is the one who is said to have the order of protection against Romeca. Romeca was said to be bringing her son the lunch that had the note in it, but when she saw Holly, they said she began to attack her. If Holly has a protection order against Romeca, why would Holly want to even come to the child's school, knowing that Romeca was going to be coming up there? Or even if she didn't know that Romeca was going to come up there, why would Carlos bring her to drop off the child, knowing her and Romeca had a turbulent relationship? Now, if the allegations are true and Romeca did attack her, does that justify her getting shot in the face? Now, none of us truly know what transpired on that horrible day in case we were out there. But what I will say is whatever happened didn't justify the loss of a life. No one in this entire tragedy is without fault or innocent, but there never should have been anyone shot, especially if Romeca didn't pull a gun on her. As far as Carlos, it appears that he played the women against each other and possibly gave Holly the fuel to do as she did. Some believe that the situation was premeditated and that Carlos had her get a protection order so that when something did happen, they could scream self-defense. One loved one of Romeca said, "The system failed my cousin. How in the heck did they let her go with self-defense if Romeca didn't have no gun, no knife, plus her baby daddy was holding her in a headlock? So how was she in harm's way? Cook County, y'all failed." Now this is why we're always getting our own street justice, even though neither justice heals that pain or brings loved ones back, but it's an eye for an eye. Basically, you know what they're stating. And sadly, releasing Holly so quickly and allegedly closing the case out is just going to cause more confusion in the streets. So her family's fighting for justice for her, and people are also putting out more evidence that they have from the situations that have taken place in the past between Carlos and Romeca. One person would state online, "I used to live next door to her on Dorchester, and he would pull up, bust her windows, hit her in the face, and then take the car that he got her because he could. He was terrible to her." In a family group chat, she also wrote at one point on August 20th I'm tired. I'm not going to keep being scared. More evidence to show there was some obviously heavy tension between her and Carlos. Carlos also allegedly broke her TV, and she would write, like, bro, I thought only girls do stuff like this. Then there was another post where he destroyed her personal belongings, and she would say, LMAO, because I don't want him anymore. You can have him, please, on my life. I don't care. I will not give a care. Just let me and my baby be at peace on my son. And then another post she had put out previously. He said, why you stalking? I haven't answered a call from you. Weren't you just with another woman? What the hell? Go home, Roger. Leave me alone. I'ma let the world see how you really are. Now, because people were releasing previous posts or previous texts or information that they knew in regards to their relationship, he would also release the post with her holding what appears to possibly be a brick or something stating, why are you lying? Why are you lying? However, there was nothing physical taking place in that video. So the question is, did they bait her into a way to legally take her life? After that horrible day, since the tragedy has taken place, Romeca's son is said to not be doing well and appears to be with Romeca's mom. This is so very sad because he might, in turn, lose his dad too as well, because I'm sure little Carlos's mom's side of the family wants to keep him after this tragedy unfolded. Then sadly, after everything went down and took place, someone started a GoFundMe trying to profit off this family's pain.
Both of y'all do it. You guys are insulting my daughter and me. We are grieving. I don't need nobody to be acting like we can't bury my baby. So go on with that. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I have not got on here and said nothing. I have not got on here and did nothing. But you guys are doing a little bit too much right now.
Yeah, let him take on nothing. Come on, General.
I don't make Facebook pages.
That's all right. I'm about to go laugh.
I don't do all that. I don't even have a Facebook. I don't appreciate you. We don't need nothing from nobody. My sister good. So all y'all making them fake pages, go find me, man. Don't support none of that. Don't support none of that. We don't need nothing. Stop putting that. Stop making them fake. Go find me pages, them fake pages that they making for fundraising. That's not our people.
However, they did end up starting one because people were making fake GoFundMes.
We are here to support an amazing baby.
Anybody want a marker?
Hurt, sadness, and broken hearts are expressed on this board for 31-year-old Romeca Meeks Blackmon.
I am broken. I am so broken.
Surrounded by family and overwhelmed by grief, Tina McMiller says she's heartbroken after losing her daughter to gun violence. Friday night, many gathered in Inglewood to remember a woman who was loved by many.
The love she showed everybody. I ask that you give us strength. Give us strength, Father, for every one of us, because we're going to need it in this moment.
Again, do you all think this was a premeditated unaliving and that he possibly manipulated Holly to destroy Mika's life? He still is the key factor. He is the one that connects the two women. And if he knows that Holly has a protection order, why would he bring Holly to the school? Or why would Holly even be around the son, knowing that the mom can't be around her? There's just so much more to this. And regardless of what we may not know, what we do know is Romeca's not here anymore. And sadly, that should have never happened. Her life shouldn't have been stolen over gun violence. And again, if they were just fighting, why couldn't Holly just fight her back? Why did Carlos allegedly have her in a chokehold? Why she pulled the trigger? There's just still so many questions, and I just find it quite strange that they closed the case out so quickly. However, there may be more evidence that Chicago Police Department have that we don't. The only other evidence that could truly justify this is if Romeca had her hand on a trigger and was about to shoot the young lady. And then in turn, her pulling the trigger would make more sense. However, right now, there's a family hurting who's demanding justice. And this whole situation, this whole tragedy is harmful. And you know, the number one person that this hurt is her son. My thoughts and prayers truly go out to everyone involved in this situation. And I pray that anything that needs to be revealed will be revealed. Also, don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers as well for this family in this very difficult time. And hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.